Elevation in Love family. Today I have been shown uh, a multitude of people that have been grieving, that are in disillusion, that are disappointed or feeling betrayed. I'm showing bitterness in people and self-pity. And what I gather from these is that we are knowing that this is a new beginning that we're going into, that there are some people that's having a hard time breaking away from those things they've become attached to. And so what I'm gathering is that we need to start to embrace this rebirth. Or first off, we need to embrace this death, right? We need to embrace the death of the things that no longer serve us, so that we can move forth into this rebirth, this new beginning that I was speaking on yesterday. There's a lot of people out there that's kind of struggling with letting go of the past, letting go of things. They're still trying to work ideas that are dead. And Spirit is just saying, let it go. Let go of it. Release it so that you can get this new flow, that you can get this new energy that I'm trying to put to you, that I'm trying to apply to you. Sometimes we make up our old cars, right? We want to upgrade the older cars and make them look good, but technology wise, they can't compete. They can't compete with the things that new cars, the latest model has. Other than having an emotional attachment to it, it cannot compete with the upgrade. And so I encourage you all to prepare yourself for this upgrade. Take away the knowledge and the experience that you had with those old things that you had, but let it go. Let it fall away from you. Don't be so attached to it that you end up stuck there, because what I'm seeing is that you cannot take some of these things that we're upgrading from, we cannot take them with us. We can't take them into the next level that we're going. We have to learn to let that go. And to also be that Six of Pentacles, right? We have to flow into that Six of Pentacles energy, where we're just we're helping as we are helped. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that knowledge that you take from what you're upgrading from, there are people that are upgrading to that level. You know, they're going to need that information. They're going to need you to implement that information to them in their lives so that they can get to the next level. But also, if you're holding on to that and you're so emotional about it, you can't hand it off to anybody else. You have to come to a place in your life where you say, it has served me enough. I got what I gathered from it. Even people, I gathered what I gathered from them, and they no longer serve me. And if you outgrow people, that's fine. You know, you are not going to live this life and stay the same size. Mentally, spiritually, physically, you're not. If you are doing the things that you need to do to enhance in life and positioning yourself for the next best thing to happen to you, you are going to begin to expand. And when you begin to expand, that old skin has to shed. It has to go. And when it has to go, that old skin goes to someone else. The knowledge of that old skin, not necessarily that exact thing, but the experience, the knowledge, the wisdom and understanding that you have about these things, you're ready to pass them down, right? When you get into that Six of Pentacles energy, it's not just about receiving abundance, but it's about giving the abundance as well. You know, it's about giving and then receiving. This goes hand in hand with that death and rebirth. With that death and rebirth, you cannot have the death or have the rebirth without a death, right? Something has to be sacrificed in order for something else to come from it. And so, when we're upgrading, I just want to encourage you to embrace the movement and be fluid in the whole situation, the whole experience. Gather what you're going to gather from it and then move forward. Sometimes our space becomes so cluttered, and it's cluttered from all the things that we've gathered. You know, we have the latest Jordan, we have the latest phone, and sometimes we have our old phone so long that when we get our upgrade, the old phone is paid off. So what we do with it, we just throw it in the back somewhere, and it just becomes a storage space. It just takes up space, and there's no room for you to have an abundance of new things if all of the old things you're still holding on to. Now, one thing we can take from those things is just the experience, the wisdom from it. And with that wisdom, we can help others. Those individual things that we have attachments to, that we need to let go. Because some of us, we have so much stuff in our house that we're tripping over things as we walk through the house, right? And I've even experienced this in my life, where I have so much. I have a great abundance of things that I had a great time with when I first got them, and then they begin to get old on me, and rather than getting rid of them, I have this emotional attachment to it. So I'll set it in the corner, or I'll take it up to storage and put it away for another time when I think I may want to go back to it. Well, this is not how spirituality works. This is not how life works. And we have to break out of that mentality where we feel like when we upgrade to something, we may want to go back to living like how we used to live. We have to continue to progress. Once we start upgrading ourselves, once we become that 2.0 version of ourselves, or that 4.0 version, whatever version you're in, as far as upgrading yourself. But once you get to that level, you cannot go back to the previous version. Now, unless your system is not prepped properly for you to take it to the next level. Because I know you get some computers and you try to upgrade them, and they don't have what it takes to accept those upgrades. Well, I encourage you to prepare yourself, dieting right, reading the right things, seeing the right things, getting yourself around the right people at the right time. All of these things plays a great part in your life. Structuring yourself to receive the upgrades that are coming in your life right now, right? Yesterday we talked about new beginnings starting. Yes, new beginnings are happening for people around the world, and it's happening for you too. But you have to condition yourself to receive that, right? It's all right to say, the things that I had, they served me well, and sayonara. I'm at peace with letting you go down, letting this go by the wayside, and sharing that experience with somebody else that I can help, but also waiting for that person above me that has that knowledge to help carry me to the next level, right? And you may be the one on top that is that has people under you waiting for you to let go of those things that you have, for them to receive their upgrade. Okay, so be part of that give and receive. It's a two-way thing with this new beginning. You're not just receiving something, but you're giving something to receive something. If your cup is always full, you can't receive anymore. You have to empty that cup in order to receive more. So I hope that this carries you all to the next phase, the next level of your mentality, the way you think, the way that you're breaking down this information. I would like to start doing lives where I come on and talk to people, because I stopped doing these videos for a while. I had just went into that hermit mode, and it took me to go into the hermit mode in order for me to get to my next level of knowledge, wisdom, and overstanding. You understand? Nah, you guys overstand. I hope y'all overstand what I'm saying. But we need to start prepping if we hadn't already, and if you are, go hard on giving so that you can receive so much more. And don't do it just because you're going to receive, but do it from the abundance of the heart, right? I love y'all. I want to see y'all doing great things. You keep me up, I'm going to keep y'all up, man. And through it all is elevation and love. I'm out this thing, man.